Hi, yogis. It's Chanel with Yoga and More. I'm so honored and grateful that you've tuned in today. I have a fun flow for us with some balance challenges. We're going to be flying into eagle pose. So there'll be modifications called out, and there will also be cues for challenging yourself. So just be aware, listen to your body as always. You can be a beginner and still do this flow. You're just going to take some modifications as we move through it. We'll also get our heart rate up a little bit and have some fun with it. Grab your mat, find a comfy spot, and let's get to it. So let's start off at child's pose. So you're going to bring your big toes to touch behind you. Open the knees nice and wide. Then you walk your hands all the way out. So try and keep your hips down on the heels this whole time. And then you're going to bow into it. So right now, we're just going to take a few moments here just to settle into this pose. And just be aware of the body. Take notice how it feels right now. And then relax into your breath. Depending on how your day is going or starting off or ending, I'm sure there's a million thoughts running around in your head. So do your best to just release those thoughts right now for this short practice so you can become more present right now. It's a good practice to be able to do that within anything you do in your daily life. So why not start here? So start to lengthen the breaths. Trying to count to at least a 4-count inhale, holding the breath at the top, and then you release the air out through the nose to the same count. Beginning to bring the breath into the back of the lungs. You'll notice the back expand just an inch or so, or maybe less. And then when you exhale, you'll hug the belly button up towards the spine, closing the rib cage. Two more breaths just like this. Maybe sinking the hips closer towards the heels. Now we're going to yoga walk our hands, creating a C curve with the body. We're going to yoga walk our hands to the right. So it's a longer extension through the left side body. That left arm is straight. Your right elbow might be a little bit bent, but you're still pressing into both palms, keeping the hips down. Feeling a nice quad stretch here, a lengthening through the left side body. Bringing breath in between each rib right now. One more breath here. And yoga walk your hands through center. Over to the left side now. So now the right arm is more straight. Stretching the right rib cage. Left elbow is a little bit bent. Press firmly into both palms. One more deep breath here. And then begin to walk your hands to the center. See if you can walk them out, or the fingertips out a little bit more. Then press the palms firmly into the floor to lift the forearms off the floor, sinking the hips down towards the heels. A little more lengthening through the spine here, creating more of an active child's pose since the arms are lifted and it's a deeper push through the palms. One more breath here. Now begin to walk the hands in, lifting the body up, and we're going to move through a tabletop position. So, belly in, flat back, knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. Cat-cow movement. So, inhale, you're going to drop the belly down, lift the chin up, pull the shoulder blades back. Exhale, push into the palms, arching the back up to the ceiling, tucking the chin towards the hips. Again, inhale, take it nice and slow to move through the breath and feel every part of the torso move. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into the cow. Exhale into the cat. One more each way. Inhale into the cow. Arch that back. Stretch the belly. Exhale and pull that belly button up towards the spine. Arch the back as much as you can. And then we're going to flatten it out into tabletop. We're going to walk our hands to the top of your mat and then drop the forehead. So here we move into puppy pose. Notice it's similar to child's pose, but the hips are up. So this is more of elongation through the spine, into the shoulders and the arms. Still a wide fingertip spread here. Forehead to the mat. Armpits are pushing down towards the floor. If you have a flexible back, you can drop it to your chin. You'll find that moves you deeper into the stretch. Couple more breaths here. Now begin to walk the hands in. You got to lift the body up a little bit. Walk the hands in, aligning the elbows underneath the shoulders. Now you're going to bring the legs together and slide them back, going into Sphinx pose. So press into the elbows, lift through the heart, ears lifted off the shoulders. Now you're on the tops of your feet. You're pressing into them, pressing your your pelvic bone into the mat to lift belly button off the floor. So you're working into some core movement here. Or strengthening, I should say, lifting. The whole body is active right here. Holding for 6, 5. Press that pelvic bone into the mat. Protect your lower back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring the chest all the way down. We're going to tee the arms out alongside of you, palms facing down. So inhale the right leg up first. Let's do the left side first so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, left leg up first. Slide the right hand in, creating that 90-degree angle that you see. Now you're going to shift the body over onto the right shoulder. Bring that left leg up, back, and around. You can gaze up to the ceiling if you'd like. Deeper pressure, press into the left palm. That back foot can be on tippy toe or flat. That's your choice. And keep pressing. Rambo's going to come in. My co-star Rambo's going to come in. Check the form. Make sure mommy's doing it correctly. And maybe lay down. And center it out. So now, tee the other arm out. This time, inhale, right leg up. Slide that right palm in. Remember the 90-degree angle. Up and over with the right leg. Onto the left shoulder. And press into that right palm for a deeper stretch. Just be aware of your shoulder, what it can take today. Let's hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And carefully center it out. Slide that left arm in, going into a cobra pose. So you're still on the tops of your feet. Slide the palms about chest level. You're going to roll the shoulders back and down and lift the heart up. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Squeeze the glutes, protect your lower back. Hardly any pressure into those hands. In fact, you can hover them off if need be. Bring it all the way down. Now I'm taking it to my fingertips. Fingertips onto the floor. Light pressure, but still not much. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, roll it down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll it down. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll it down. Bring the feet together, palms back at chest level, wide fingertip spread. You're just going to gently push it up, back, bring the knees in, tuck the toes. Remember the tabletop, so flat back. Tuck the toes, lift the knees up, and hover about 6 inches off the mat. So I'm staring about 2 feet in front of my mat to keep my neck in line with my spine. You don't want to drop it, and you don't, got an inch on my ankle there, and you don't want to be arching your chin up. So neck in line, let's go. 8, 7, core work here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips all the way up. Hips are up and back, gaze towards the knees. Push into those palms nice and firm. Take notice if your scapula, your shoulders are squinching together. I want you to push the shoulders out and then armpits down towards the mat, opening up that space. Next, exhale, you're going to slowly drop the heels down towards the floor. Press the heels into the mat. Deep inhale and exhale, release. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, press the left heel down, belly towards the right thigh. Dig that left heel into the mat as you're pushing the hips up higher towards the ceiling. Take any tension in your neck out so you can bobble your head. Rock it side to side, yes, no. Inhale, both heels up. Exhale, press the right heel down. Keep pressing that right heel into the mat, nice and firm. Straight right leg. Inhale, both heels up. Exhale, both heels down. Holding here. Breathing into it. Another deep breath. Exhale, inhale, heels up. Exhale, twisting the heels to the right. Both legs are straight here. Press into that left palm to push the hips back. Now you're going to start to bend that right knee, opening up that left shoulder towards the ceiling. So you got a little twist involved here and lengthening to left side body from hip all the way to the palm. And hold. Keep stretching that left shoulder up. And inhale, bring it to center. Both heels up. Exhale, twist the heels to the left this time. Press into that right palm. Now you're going to begin to bend the left knee only. You're going to press into the left palm now to lift that right shoulder up towards the ceiling. Little peekaboo under the right armpit. Keep pressing the hips back and up. Stretch the right side. Should feel good even in the hip. Pulling that right hip back. And inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, press the heels down and walk your dog here. So that's bending one knee and then the other. So it's more of a push down through the heel than lifting up into the ball of the foot. So press, 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 and press. Both heels down, nice and strong. Remember that space between the shoulder blades. Hollow out the belly on the exhale. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, tippy toe your way to your thumbs. So, I'll be in the middle of my mat here. You'll be at the top of your mat since Rambo seems to decide to take a nap right there. So, inhale, halfway up. Anytime I say halfway up, I want you to think about lengthening through the spine. So, for that flat back, your hands may need to be on your shins. That's more of a modification. For a challenge, your hands would be flat to the floor and you lengthen. Legs are as straight as you can get them. And you exhale and bow into it. So we're going to take peace fingers, grab it, each big toe. Here you can start with a micro bend in the knees if you need to. And we're going to inhale, lengthen in the inhale. So what I mean by that is you're going to pull the shoulder blades back down into their pockets. Crown of your head is forward. Press the hips back. When we exhale, we're going to bend the elbows and bow into it, closing the belly towards the thighs. You're pulling on the big toes to bring the crown of your head lower towards the toes, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling at the same time. Lots going on here. So let's try it again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. In your lengthening, try and lengthen the legs as well as the arms. Exhale, bow. One more each way. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Staying here. Pulling on the big toes, lowering the head, maybe shifting the weight into the right leg so the right knee's bent, pressing the left heel down into the mat to straighten the leg. And then shift to the other side. Left knee bent, straighten the right. Let's do one more each way. Just kind of baby stepping our way into both legs straight. If you're not ready, keep the micro bend in the knees. And then just try or micro bend. Let's go ahead and release the big toes. You're going to let the arms and the head hang heavy. So both knees bend. Press into the soles of your feet as you gently raise the body all the way up. Start to tighten the legs as you come up, nice and slow. Once you come up, head comes up last, shoulders roll back and down. Shake it out. So inhale, I'm going to face you and reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You're at the top of your mat. Step back with the left leg. A nice big wide stance here. We're going to bring our hands to our hips. Turn your feet parallel, so that means the toes are pointed forward. Tuck the pelvis forward. Nice and tight core here. Now we're going to create energy on the outer edges of our feet as we take this forward fold. So the sensation should feel like you're taking the outer edges of your feet and ripping the mat apart, ripping away in opposite directions. Now tee your arms out. Nice and strong with the arms. Deep breath. And exhale, slow forward fold, grabbing the outside of your ankles. Bending the elbows to bring the crown of your head down towards the floor. Nice deep stretch here through the hamstrings. Now release the ankles, bring the hands just underneath the shoulders. And I want you to lean into your heels, take your toes, and then lift them and turn them out. So it's a little bit wider stance, and the toes are pointing to the back and front corners of your mat. Both legs are very straight. You're going to shift your weight into the right hip. So it's just a lean. The sensation I want you to feel is an inner thigh stretch all the way up and down into the left side, inner thigh. Holding here, you can kind of release into the elbows, bend them, or if you need to, you can straighten them and look forward. It just depends on your flexibility. And keep pushing the hips to the right, deepen that stretch. Remember, both legs have to be straight here for you to feel it. Now we're going to bring the hips through center and press the hips to the left, opening up the inner thigh on the right side. So push into that right foot, press the hips to the left. Keep doing it. Subtle movement, deepen the pressure. Hold. And now center it out. Now go ahead and parallel the feet. So you're going to lean into the heels, lift the toes, and point them forward. And then take this bow. So I want you to walk your hands between the legs, reach for the floor. Once you got it, grip it and bend the elbows. So it's like you're pulling the crown of your head down closer to the mat. The more you bend the elbows, the lower you get the head. Holding here. It's a good stretch. Keep breathing. On the exhales, maybe grip the floor, bend the elbows a little bit more. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Walk those hands in. Now we're going into a twist. So bring the left palm just under your face. We're going to inhale, swing that right arm up. So you'll take notice that your hips probably shifted a little bit to the right. I want you to take your hand to your tailbone, center it out. Now lift the right shoulder up, twist through the upper body, keeping the hips centered, then extend the right arm. Little adjustment there. Hold. Keep lifting that right arm. Press into the left palm to get a little more lengthen through the torso. And slow release. Right palm comes down where the left is. Other side. Inhale, swing the left arm up. Place it on your tailbone. Shift back into center. Lift the left shoulder up as you press into the right palm. And then lengthen the left arm. Keep pressing into that right palm. Keeps the torso lifted and long spine. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly bring it down. Give a little release, bend the elbows, bow the head, and inhale, lengthen to that flat back, press the hips back. Exhale, bend the elbows, bow into it. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows and bow. Now we're going to tee our arms out. Well, let's straighten our arms first. So they're right under the shoulders. Now, right arm tees out. Get ready. You're going to have to press into your feet nice and strong, and left arm comes out. Now, this time, instead of the outer edges of your feet, I want you to roll to the arches. It's going to activate a different part of the leg to bring your body up. Here we go. Press into the arches and lift nice and slow. Come up. Once you come up, press the hips forward and arms down. Shake it out. Step forward to the top of your mat and shake it out. Inhale, reach up. Press the palms together. Exhale, thumbs, heart center. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, slow dive forward. Inhale, flat back. So you may be on your shins or the fingertips or flat palms, your choice. Exhale, bow. Now we're going to step all the way back, finding your high plank. High plank is here. Make sure you're pressing deep into the palms, separating the shoulder blades, squeezing the glutes, belly towards the spine. If you ever need to modify, it's just adjusting and dropping the knees. My hips are tucked and pushed forward, not here, and not lowering into the lower back, creating injury. So, very active. Think about hip bone hitting the lowest rib. So pushing it forward and tucked. Once you're here, you feel strong, just lift the knees in your full plank. There you go. Press it back into downward facing dog. Walk your dog here. One heel presses down and then the other. So let's bring it to the left foot. Press it all the way down. Swing the right leg up, three-legged dog. Nice and lifted with that right heel up in the air. We're going to exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips. Take notice the right shoulder is lifting. You want to square the shoulders to the mat and then push back. We're going to open up the hip joint by drawing circles with that knee. So up, down, and around 3 times. And then we'll meet with our knee back up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulders square. Push back. Big inhale. As we exhale, you're going to pull that knee forward and step on the outside of the mat in your right hand into lizard lunge. So pressing the hips down, lengthening through the spine. So you have options. You can stay here. Little modification, drop the knee, the back knee. Keep the spine nice and long. You want a challenge? Drop it to the elbows. You want more of a challenge? Walk that right foot towards the top of your mat. That'll deepen the stretch on the right inner thigh there. Make sure you're keeping the knee in line with the right toes. Holding here. Keep pressing into the elbows and keep the thought process, no matter which position you took, to keep the spine long. And hold. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're on the elbows, press it up into your palms. Lift the knee up if you're on the knee and swing that right foot all the way back into your high plank or, if needed, low plank. We're going to shift the body forward, turn the elbows inward, and take our first chaturanga. Elbows hug the rib cage into first upward facing dog. So notice the ears are lifted way up off the shoulders, not sinking into it. Lift on the tops of your feet, squeeze those glutes, and press back into downward facing dog. Bring that right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Press back. Pressing right heel deep into the mat. Big inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, point the toe. Stack the hip bones by lifting the knee up towards the ceiling. Left shoulder's lifting, so I'm going to square my shoulders to the mat and push back. Get a little more length there. Inhale, lift that knee up. Exhale, draw your circles. Deep, wide, big circles 3 times. Once you've done the 3, lift that knee back up, press back. As you exhale, you're going to guide that foot all the way to the outside edge of your mat, outside the left palm. So like we did on the other side, start here, pressing the hips down. If you need to modify, drop that back knee, lengthen through the spine, lift. You want a challenge, drop it to your elbows. You want more of a challenge, walk that foot forward, the left foot this time. Now grip the floor with your palms and elbows and lengthen. So no matter where you're at, create length through that spine, lifted head, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press left palm down, right palm down, lift that back knee. Let's see if I can swing over Rambo. Swing that left leg all the way around. Modify plank if you need to. Shift the body forward, turn the elbows inward. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Walk that dog. Push both heels down, lift the hips up, create space between the shoulders. Nice deep cleansing breath. Inhale. Hold the breath and exhale. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, bend both knees. Look forward, float or step towards the top of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, take that forward fold. Inhale, swing the body or the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, scoop it up. Palms meet. Exhale, slow dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway up, create some space. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step or float back. High plank, modified plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back into downward facing dog. Left foot comes down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend that knee. You're going to bring it all the way forward. Drop the foot between the hands. Swing the arms up into a crescent pose. So notice your crescent. You don't want to be overarching. You want to take your hands. Now you're going to take your hands deep in the knee bend. Slight tuck at the pelvis forward. Opening it up here on the left side and left hip flexor. Swing the arms up now. Reach. Lengthen up higher from the hips all the way to the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to swing the right arm underneath the left. This is eagle wrap. Inhale, lift the elbows. Notice the upper back stretch. Exhale, you're going to start to bow forward. Shift the body. You can step your left foot all the way up or just pull it through. Now cross it over the right into eagle wrap. So modified, you can just put all your weight into the right foot and drop your big toe down, or cross the leg over, drop the big toe down to touch on the other side, or wrap the left foot all the way behind the right calf. That's full eagle. Now you're going to inhale, lift, and step it all the way back. Back foot at 45, swing the left arm around into eagle wrap. Warrior 2, and sit. Deepen the knee bend in the front. Think about lengthening here through the hips, ripping the mat apart once again between the feet, and strong arms. Inhale. Exhale, swing the right arm up and over. Left arm comes behind your back. Deepen the knee bend in the front. C curve on that right side. Inhale, reach a little further back. Exhale, you're going to swing that right hand all the way down to inside the right foot. Now my shoulders are bent over. I'm going to swing left up and stack and release left arm to the ceiling. Press into that right palm for some more lift. Keep the shoulders stacked. Next inhale, you're going to reach forward, keeping the shoulders stacked. Next exhale, you're going to drop that left palm down. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Put all your weight into the left palm and then twist, raising the right arm up. Inhale, press into that left palm, get some more lift. Roll to the outer edges as you exhale, outer edges of both feet. It's going to feel a little awkward at first. And then you're pressing that right arm down, reaching to that back heel. Inhale, swing it all the way around. Now you're going to swing that right leg to the left into a side plank. So you have options. You can have your feet separated. Stacked is more challenging. Modify, you bring that right leg over, press into the right foot, lift the hips up. You can also lengthen top arm. So holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing that right arm all the way down. Press back into three-legged dog with the right heel up. And exhale, bend that knee. stack the hips. You're gonna bring that knee all the way under. Turn the right knee towards the right wrist. Drop your shin down. We're going into a variation of pigeon pose. So you're gonna stack the spine. Take your fingertips outside of the mat like we did with Cobra earlier. Then you'll bow by bending the elbows. Inhale, roll the body up. Press into those fingertips. Exhale, bow. 3 times. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Palms come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift it to high plank or your modified plank. Shift forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Press back into downward facing dog. Other side, right foot comes down. Inhale, swing the left leg up, press back. Big breath. Exhale, you're gonna bend that knee, swing it underneath, drop it between the hands. Find your crescent lunge, swinging the arms up. So we're gonna take our hands to our hips, deepen the knee bend, tuck the pelvis forward, open up that right hip flexor. Now reach up. Inhale. Exhale, left arm comes underneath. Eagle wrap. So take notice, my left hand reaches around and it's touching the right palm. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, begin to shift the body forward or step. Baby step your way, lift that right knee, and then wrap it. Hold. Slowly begin to lift that right leg. Press that heel all the way back. Step it back. Swing it open to warrior 2. Inhale, deepen the knee bend. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And reach to the back wall. Inhale, reach further. Exhale, swing that left palm on the inside of the left foot. So raise that right shoulder up, then stack the shoulders by raising the right arm. Inhale, reach forward with that top arm. Keep the shoulders stacked. Exhale, swing that right palm down to the mat. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Weight onto the right palm and twist. Inhale, press into the right palm, twist a little more. Exhale, roll to the outer edges of both feet and reach to that back heel. Feels good in the hip. Inhale, reach around. Palm comes on the inside. Got to go around Rambo again. You're going to swing that left leg around. Find your side plank of choice. So modified, you'd have that top leg in front. Press into that foot and lift the hips. You want to challenge, keep the feet stacked. You don't want to challenge, separate them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring left palm down. Left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee. Stack the hips. Now we're going to bring that knee forward. Knee turns towards the left wrist. Drop the shin down. Slide the right leg back. Torso is tall. Lift. Bringing my fingertips outside of the mat here, just in front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows and bow. Inhale, press into the fingertips. Head comes up last. Exhale, when you go down and bow, head comes down last. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. One more, inhale, lift. Bring the palms underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toes, and then lift the back leg up into high plank, low plank, shift forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Press back into downward facing dog. Walk your dog. So let's take a few 3 deep cleansing breaths here. You can walk your dog, twist your hips with it, or just stay here pressing the heels down. Not child's pose. Downward facing dog is a great strength builder through the shoulders. And then lengthening through the legs, the back of the legs. Elongating the spine. Breathing into it. Scanning your body. So we're going to take that little flow there and just speed it up a little bit. If it's too much for you, feel free to stop and kind of sit in a pose that you'd like, because we all meet in downward facing dog. So no worries. It's your practice. You do what you need to do. Inhale, both heels up. Exhale, press those heels down. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, bend both knees. Look forward. Float or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swing the arms up. Press the palms together. Exhale, heart center. Again, inhale, scoop it up. Reach, stretch through the ribs. It feels very good. Exhale, slow dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms meet. Float, step back. Find your plank of choice. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back into downward facing dog. Press the left heel down. Inhale, lift the right foot up. Flex foot. Press into those palms. Exhale, you're going to bend that knee. Drag it underneath of you. Drop it between your hands and raise it up to crescent pose. Stretch through the hips here. Next exhale, you're going to swing the right arm under the left and inhale, elbows up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to bow and then drag, however you want to do it, drag that left leg forward. Start to bend the right and cross it over, eagle wrap. Lifting the elbows to shoulder level here. Now you're going to inhale, lengthen through that right leg. Step it back into warrior two. Inhale, deepen the knee bend. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen a little bit further back. Exhale, swing that right arm all the way down. Stack the shoulders. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. When I say twist, you're going to be reaching up higher and keeping the shoulders more in line. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, drop the left arm down. Pivot to the ball of the back foot. Weight into the left palm and find your twist. Reach up with the right arm. Inhale, press into the left palm. Exhale, roll to the outer edges of both feet and reach to the heel. Inhale, lift it up. Come back around. Right palm comes on the inside of the right foot. Now you're going to swing that right foot back and into three-legged dog. Oh, sorry, into a side plank. My bad there. So now you're in your side plank. Some of you are probably like, what? So side plank of choice. I'm going to go with lifting. That's more of a challenge. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing that right arm down. Now, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that knee, going into pigeon. So angle the right knee to the right wrist. Lift the torso. Bring it to the fingertips just outside the mat. As you exhale, bow into it. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, roll. Exhale, bow. One more roll up. Inhale up. Bring the palms down. Swing right foot to high plank or low plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back into downward facing dog. Other side, right foot comes down. Inhale, lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that knee, drag it through. And then lift up into your crescent pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swing left arm under this time. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, you're going to start to bow. Shift the body forward. Swing that right leg on top of left. And eagle wrap. Hold. Inhale, start to lengthen that left leg. Step back and open it up, warrior two. Inhale, deepen the knee bend. Exhale, right arm comes back, left arm up and reverse. Inhale, reach further back. Exhale, swing left arm down. And now stack the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, sink a little lower. Next, inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, bring that right palm down. Pivot to the ball of the back foot. You're in the weights in the right palm and twist left arm up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll to the outer edges of both feet and reach to that back heel. I love the way this stretch feels. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop that left palm. Now you're swinging left leg on top of right. Stack or find your side plank of choice. I'll go here. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your way to three-legged dog. Left leg's up. Exhale, you're going to bend that knee. Twist left knee to left wrist. Finding your pigeon. Fingertips outside the mat. Press into them and lift. Exhale. Drop it down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, drop it down. One more roll up. Inhale. Exhale, palms down. And lift the knee up. Find your high plank, a low plank. Shift forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back into downward facing dog. And walk that dog. Yay, you did it twice. And breathe. So the breath might have got a little out from under you, little heart rate going, but it's all good, right? Press into those palms, hips up. Remember to create the space between the shoulders. Nice deep stretch here. Building shoulder strength. Now we're going to walk our feet out about mat width distance. A little wider stance here in the downward facing dog. So we're going to bring our left palm just a little off center of our face. Inhale that right arm up. You're going to thread the needle. So I'm threading underneath the left side, grabbing the outside of my left calf. Then I'm going to bend the right elbow to twist through the waist. Little peekaboo under the left armpit. Keeping the hips centered and just bend the elbow. It's a good twist here. Twisting out your organs and detoxing. And then breathing, right? Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow release. Other side. So the right palm comes a little off the center of your face. Inhale, left arm. And then thread through. Outside of right calf. Bend that left arm and twist underneath right armpit. So if you hyperextend like I do through the arms, you need to have a little micro bend in the elbow. And slow release. Walk those feet in. Walk the dog. Press the heels down. Big breath. Next exhale, you're going to roll the body forward to drop to your knees. Cross the ankles behind you. And you're going to sit back. Pull those legs through. And shake it out. So let's bring our feet together. Soles of our feet together. I'll face you. Butterfly those knees out. Bring the hips as close as possible toward your knees. Sit up nice and tall. And rock the knees. Or flutter them, I should say. Now press them both down. Sit up tall. Nice. And release. Bring your hands behind you. Let's bring the ankles in line with each other. I want you to take your palms behind your back, pointing the fingers outward. So they're out away from you, but the hands are right behind your hips. Chest opener. We're going to push the heart forward, drop the head back, stretch through the belly, press both sits bones into the mat though. Open up that chest. If you don't have bad knees or sore knees, we're going to open up the hips more by pushing forward into the knees and then lifting the hips up. Deepening that shoulder stretch as well. Feeling it in the quads. Hips, quads, shoulders, back, belly. It's all good. Slowly bring it down. And then walk the hands forward for a little forward fold here. Press those palms wide, fingertips spread into the floor. Nice upper back, mid-back stretch here. Should feel really nice. And then walk the hands in. Lengthen the right arm out in front of you. Flip the palm up. And then what I want you to do is a little wrist stretch. Somebody wants to snuggle. So little wrist stretch. So palm up. Now you're going to take the thumb first and then all of the hand to bring the fingers back towards your forearm. But make sure you have that thumb. Now go ahead and flip the hand so all fingers are pointed down. Take it from the top of your hand and pull the fingers towards the forearm. And other side. So left arm extended. Grab the thumb first, then pull all the fingers back. And then flip it. Slow release. Bring the hands lightly to your knees. Let's inhale the chin up. Exhale the chin down. Let's take 3 slow head circles to the right. Nice and slow without slumping through the shoulders. Once you've done the 3, reverse the direction. And we'll do 3 this way. And then when you've done that, meet in center. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Press the palms together. Exhale. Let's take a twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left palm comes on top of the knee, right palm behind you. I want you to lengthen through the spine first, then take your twist. Let's hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and center it out. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right palm comes on top of the knee. Left palm behind you for support. Lengthen and then twist. Keep twisting and center it out. Going to take your feet to the mat. You're going to take your right leg, cross it over so my ankle's above the knee. I've got my hands behind me for support to sit up nice and tall. I want you to feel the stretch outside this thigh right here. Now, the closer you walk that left heel in, the more you're going to feel that stretch. You can also press into your palms, lift your hips, and then scoot it towards that heel. Woo! Flex the right foot, just kind of rock it out. Let's hold 8, 7. This is a doozy. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly scoot the hips back, then release, taking it to the other side. So left leg, flex that left foot, place it above. You need to adjust it, go right ahead. Now for me, I'm going to go ahead, lift my hips and scoot them towards that right heel. Flex that foot and just kind of rock it out. Enjoy that stretch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, scoot it back, release, lengthen both legs, sit up tall, flexed feet. We're going to scoop the arms up, going forward, fold with a flat back as long as you can. So think about lifting, then reaching the fingertips out and forward, flexing those feet to keep the legs active. For as long as you can, stay with that flat back, then you may take that bow forward. So if you've got your ankles, your calves, your toes, or gripping the floor, pull to bring the crown of your head towards the toes. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands in. Lift the body up. Point and flex the feet. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the legs in. Bringing the ankles just in line with each other. Sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and relax the eyelids. So close, relax, sink the sits bones into the mat. And just take a few breaths here to scan the body. See how different it feels right now. Thank your body for what it just did for you for this time period. If you're into meditation, I would pause the video and just take as much time as you need to start your day or to end your day. Couple more breaths, settling the body down and calming. Keeping the eyes closed. I want you to roll the shoulders forward and back, forward and back, all the way back and down into your pockets. Now, inhale, scoop the arms up, press the palms together. Exhale, pull the hands down, thumbs to heart center. The light within me recognizes the divine, beautiful, and hopeful light in each of you. I am so honored to guide you through your practice. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. And I hope this sets you off on a beautiful day or ends a beautiful day in creating a great evening for you and restful. Please continue your practice. I promise you, with consistency, you will feel and see the difference. And know that I look forward to this time again sometime very soon. Thank you for honoring me and sharing your practice. I look forward to it again. Namaste, my friend.